connecting with the divine. My dear child, don't leave just yet. Stay here with me for a little while longer. This isn't just another message among the many you've heard, nor a mere attempt to soothe your weariness with empty words. This is heaven itself calling you. It's the sound of my voice cutting through time and silence to reach your wounded heart. I heard your secret cry, the one no one else heard, the one your pillow knows so well. Please, don't skip this special video. It is a message from God to bring light to your day. Click like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We're aiming to reach 1,000 subscribers to spread even more faith and hope. Watch until the end. Click on the first comment and discover the secret ritual to attract money and prosperity. I saw your hidden tears. I felt the weight you carry when no one's watching. I was there when you thought you were alone, and I am still here now. While the world thinks you're strong, I know the silent battles you fight within. Call to me and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3. My child, this is the exact moment when everything can change. Not by human strength or your own strategies, but by the power of my Spirit who works where your arms can no longer reach. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not lost. I'm coming to meet you, not because you deserve it, but because I love you with everlasting love. Breathe deeply, stay a little longer, listen to me. Today I want to restore your hope, renew your strength, and reignite the fire that once burned so brightly within you. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. My child, today I bring you a word that is not just comfort, but direction. You've been walking long paths that no longer belong to you, and your soul knows it, even as your feet insist on staying. I saw your silent nights, the days when you smiled just to hide the weight, and even the moments when you thought I had forsaken you. But no, I never left you. As you dragged yourself through repetitive cycles, trying to survive discouragement and waiting, I was surrounding you, working in the unseen, preparing what your eyes couldn't yet perceive. My child, the time of transition has come. And it's not just about moving you from a physical place, but about realigning your essence, redirecting your story, and transforming your soul. What I've prepared for you bears no resemblance to past days. The fear that now visits you will be replaced by a peace that surpasses all understanding. And every detail that once seemed meaningless will become part of a perfect plan written by my hands. You were not forgotten, you were reserved for something greater. Comment, I trust in God's timing, for He is never late. You are about to cross a spiritual threshold that separates the weight of pain from the lightness of promise. I know your steps hesitate, because your eyes still see the old scenery, but your soul already feels that something is changing. You're not going just anywhere, you're going to the place of your promise. There, peace will not be just a wish, but your dwelling. And the blessings that once felt distant will recognize you as heir. But listen, there is a time for everything. Don't rush. Let the work be completed. I am molding something eternal within you, and haste can rob the sacred. To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. My construction is holy, my process is perfect, and your role is to trust. This word reached you because your spirit called for it, even without words. You've asked silent questions, and at the end of this journey, I will give you such clear answers that your soul will rejoice. Don't stop now. You are closer than you think. Comment, I choose to wait for God's timing, because I know He is never late. Now begins the time of abundance. What was once only scarcity will be turned into harvest. I didn't bring you out of the desert to leave you in doubt, but to teach you how to trust. Every tear you've shed watered the seeds of a new time, and now the fruit is ripening. Yes, your prayers moved heaven. And in this very moment, as you hear these words, my angels are moving toward you. Doors that were once shut are unlocking, and opportunities that were once invisible are taking form. But I need you to understand, you were not created to live in cycles of pain. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. I did not make a mistake in choosing you, and you did not err in seeking me. The season you were in has taught you much, but now it's time to leave. Don't settle where my spirit no longer feeds you. The new is calling you. Heaven has already declared your shift. Comment, I believe God's plans for me are full of peace and hope. My child, you thought the silence was rejection, but it was protection. I hid you not to punish you, but to preserve you. Behind the scenes of your story, while the world overlooked you, I was building you. Strengthening your foundation, healing your wounds, and teaching your heart to depend on me. Now, the scene changes because you have grown. And that place that was once your refuge has become too small for the greatness I'm placing inside you. It no longer fits you, no longer feeds you. The discomfort you feel is the sign that something new is being born. And I see your internal struggles, the conflicts you try to hide, the weariness that makes you want to give up. But listen, that exhaustion is not physical. It's from your soul that no longer finds rest where there used to be comfort. It's my voice calling you, inviting you to move forward. Don't fear the change. The change is my touch shaping your destiny. God created us as unique individuals, and He does not lead us all in the same way. He has an individual, different, and unique plan for each of us. Therefore, if you want to win your race, you must find your own running style. Of course, we can learn from others, but we should not try to copy them at the cost of losing our own individuality. While following the advice and examples of others, we must also spend quiet time with God, asking Him for specific guidance for our lives. In addition, many people have no idea that there is a powerful method for manifesting money. There is a manifestation technique that can change your beliefs about reality at the deepest level of the subconscious mind. This technique literally changed my life. I invite you to give it an honest try. Try clicking the link in the first comment to see if it works for you too. When you believe that God wants to manifest in your life, you gain the boldness to ask Him directly. God wants to bless each of us in unique and wonderful ways, so be open and confident as you seek His blessings and divine directions, believing that He has a special plan just for you. You've tried to remain where the anointing no longer dwells. You tried to adapt your spirit to an old environment, but heaven has already updated your mission. What was once a shelter has now become a limitation. And I know it hurts. I know there are people you love, places you've become attached to, stories that still move you. But listen, my child, there are ties that were once blessings, but now they are only memories. You are not rejecting anyone, you are obeying my call. True love does not imprison, it frees. And what I have prepared for you requires space, freedom, and courage. You will not lose anything eternal. What is mine will never be lost in time. You were not made to live captive to past affections, but to walk in present revelation. And every act of obedience will be rewarded with a peace the world cannot give. Your courage to say yes to the new will be the portal for the greatest manifestation of my glory in your life. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. The pain you carry is not a sign of defeat, it is a sign of transition. These are the contractions of a new spiritual season. Every restlessness you feel is the echo of my movement within you. You are not stuck, you are being repositioned. I am your guide, your father, the one who calls you by name. I'm not taking you just anywhere, I'm taking you to the center of my will. And the place I've prepared for you won't be just another address, it will be a territory of revelations, growth, and fulfillment of promise. But there's something you must do: let go. Let go of what no longer nourishes you, let go of what no longer adds to you, let go of what belongs to yesterday. Yesterday was important, but it is not your destination. And as you let go, I send provision. As you obey, I open paths. As you walk, I clothe you in strength. The new has already begun, and you are a living part of this holy work. Trust. Move forward. I am with you. Comment: pain does not define me, it announces the birth of something new from God in me. Now listen carefully, you will lack nothing. I am your provider. I am your father. I am the God who does not fail. You were not made to live trapped in emotional prisons. The place where you've been was a school, but it cannot be your home. It taught you, shaped you, molded you, but now it's time to fly. And I will be with you every step of the way. When you stumble, I will uphold you. When you doubt, I will remind you of what I promised. And if you cry, I will collect every tear. Because you are beginning a new phase, and it will not look like any other. This is the season of freedom, restoration, and fulfillment. And you will not walk alone. I will take you by the hand and lead you through the paths I've prepared. You will be a living testimony that none of my promises fail. What seemed like an end was only the beginning. What seemed like loss was simply my redirection. So rise up, shake off the dust of the past, take a deep breath, and walk. Walk with me, for this is the beginning of your true freedom. Comment: God is my provider, and with him I will lack nothing. My beloved child, I know the place you've been in once served as shelter, but now it has become an invisible prison. That comfort zone that once protected you is now limiting you. You've built walls where I only meant to pitch a temporary tent. I never intended for you to put down roots in dry land because your soul was made to flow in living waters. Every time you try to move forward, something pulls you back: fear, attachment, or those quiet voices whispering inside you, what if it doesn't work? What if things get worse? But I ask you now, with all the tenderness of my heart, what if it gets better? What if this new place is exactly what you've secretly longed for? It's time to stop feeding that fear. I didn't create you to live in chains. I molded you with wings, with fire, with purpose. The chains that bind you aren't visible around your feet, they're deeply rooted in your mind: trauma, rejection, distorted beliefs. But today, I declare, I'm here to break them, one by one, so that you may finally be free. Comment: I wasn't created to live in chains, I was created to fly. Your past has no authority over your future. Do you remember Lot's wife? I brought them out of Sodom, but she looked back, and it was that attachment to the past that sealed her fate. I don't want you stuck in that same place. I don't want you frozen between yesterday and tomorrow. I want to lead you forward. I want to open new doors for you. But first, you must understand, this place has already fulfilled its purpose. It shaped you, taught you, broke you, and even strengthened you, but now it's time to go. I know it's not easy to let go of what's familiar, even when it hurts, even when it suffocates you. But I am with you, and with my voice I shatter every prison. Invisible chains born of cruel words, distorted memories, rejections that healed the wrong way. I break them all now. In exchange, I pour over you freedom, hope, and strength. Today, you won't leave this place weak, but renewed, strong, and ready. Listen closely. The key to your next season is not outside of you. It's inside. It's in your faith, in your decision, in your courage to believe that I am your God and that I still transform stories. Comment, the key is within me, and I trust the God who transforms. True transformation doesn't begin by changing your location, it begins by changing your inner world. Many think that moving to a new house, a new city, a new job, or even changing their appearance will bring them the peace they seek. But that's not how it works. A new environment means nothing if your soul still carries old pain. A change of scenery is useless if your heart remains wounded. The first miracle I want to perform is within you. I want to touch those old wounds, those quiet thoughts, the parts of your heart no one sees, but I see them perfectly. I see your exhaustion on the outside and your cry for change on the inside. I see your public smiles and your private tears. I hear your silent screams in the darkness of your loneliness. Even when you think no one is there, I am. I'm listening, waiting for you to let me in. I know you fear this transformation because it touches places you'd rather forget. But there is no healing without exposure. There's no new life without letting the old one die. Let me in, child. Let me cleanse, restore, heal. What I am about to do is greater than anything you've left behind. I didn't come to shame you. I came to heal you. Comment, God didn't come to expose me, He came to heal me. You've carried a weight on your shoulders that was never yours. You've worn smiles like masks, pretending everything was fine while a silent war raged inside you. But I've always seen it. I've always been with you. And today I tell you, with authority and love, the time for purification has come. I'm not speaking of an external cleansing, ritualistic and superficial. I speak of a deep soul purification. That's why you've felt something stirring inside you lately, as if something is breaking, shifting, being restructured. That's me. I'm the one touching the layers you've been avoiding. I'm the one healing places in your soul that have been numb for years. I'm preparing your inner world for the new destiny I've designed for you. But I need you to let go of the old. I cannot place you in a new season if you're still dragging the emotional baggage of the past. You will not repeat old cycles in a new location. Not anymore. Guilt will fall to the ground. Comparison will be broken. The fear of happiness will be healed. Yes, there are people who, without realizing it, fear joy. They fear success, fear smiling again, fear trusting. But I say to you now, that trauma is being healed. Comment, I'm letting go of the old, and God is preparing me for the new. You're not alone on this journey. I'm here. And I don't want scripted prayers or memorized phrases. I want your real heart. I want your truth, even if it comes with tears, fears, or 1,000 questions. I am your Father, and nothing in you scares me. I can handle your deepest pain, your most shameful failures, your rawest doubts. But I cannot bring transformation where there is resistance. So give me your heart, not a part of it, not just on Sundays, but all of it, every day. When you hand me your broken pieces, I reshape them into something beautiful. And that vessel, my child, will be used with honor. You will no longer be moved by guilt, by doubt, or by what others say about you. You will be led by my voice. And that voice will guide you through paths of peace, even in storms. Because even in raging waters, I will be your anchor, your compass, your strength. And when you look back, you'll realize that every painful process was actually a divine reset. Comment, today I give my whole heart to my Father. So, my child, if there's one thing I want you to take from this moment, it's this: you are not in chains anymore. The shackles are gone. Your past no longer defines your present. Pain no longer dictates your future. I am the one who renews your mind, strengthens your spirit, and orders your steps. From this day on, walk knowing that you carry the key within you. Don't seek outside what I've already planted within. You already have the faith, the courage, the promise. Now walk in it. Believe. Move forward. There's no shadow that can block my reach. No wall that can stop my power. And no wound greater than the purpose I've placed in you. My love is the fire that burns every lie, every prison, every dark place. Walk in that light. With every step, I will be by your side. And when your strength fades, remember, victory isn't just about what you do, it's about my presence within you. And I am here. Now, write a new story with your life. The story of someone who was healed, restored, lifted, and sent out. Because that's what I do with my children. I set them free so they can fly. Comment, God set me free so I can fly. My dear son, there is nothing you can say that will push me away from you. Speak to me, open your heart without reservation. Your pain, your fear, your anguish, I already know each one of them because I created you and love you unconditionally. As you speak, I will purify you. As you cry, I will lift you up. As you trust, I will rebuild you. Trust in me as I trust in you, and you will see that true transformation begins from the inside out. I do not do things halfway. When I begin a work in you, it will be complete, perfect, and lasting. What happens on the outside is only a reflection of what is already happening within you. So surrender your soul, let my voice reach the depths of your being, because I have prepared something wonderful for you. That place I created especially for you is already ready, but the first step is your willingness. If your heart is open, the time for the new is already in your life. What seems subtle and invisible to human eyes is, in truth, a deep movement within you. I am already working in the hidden areas of your heart, where no one else can reach. I am uprooting what hinders your growth and healing the wounds that seem to be slowly closing. The new home I created for you is not just a physical place, it is a spiritual space, an environment where life and hope flourish. Many times you thought I was silent, but I was acting quietly, preparing every detail so that you can bloom. Understand that nothing is by chance, everything has a divine purpose. What you went through, the tears you shed, the loneliness and exhaustion, were not punishments but essential stages for your formation. Now the time has come to understand that what seemed like a desert was, in fact, fertile soil where I planted the seeds of your new destiny. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. Son, the change awaiting you requires that you be ready to receive it. Many want the blessing but are not prepared to live the blessing. They ask for the door but hesitate to cross it with a clean heart, full of faith and hope. It is not enough to desire the new while continuing to carry old habits, sabotaging thoughts, and unresolved pains. I want you not only to enter the new place but to remain there firm, strong, and transformed. External changes are temporary if the inside does not align with me. Your preparation is essential, and here many stumble and become stuck. But not you. You are beginning to see your value, your divine identity, and you are walking toward the right time I prepared for you. Take the first step trusting that even without knowing all the details, I am guiding your steps and giving you an inexplicable peace because I am with you. My presence is your guarantee. The new place where I invite you to dwell is not just a physical space but a spiritual reality where the purpose I created for you flourishes in fullness. It is the place where there will be no more pain, no anguish, no emptiness. It is the home where peace resides, where joy is renewed with every dawn. I know you got used to carrying sadness like an old heavy piece of furniture, but the time has come to free yourself from that weight. Sadness is not your home, it is a visitor that cannot stay. I call you to enter a space where hope is the foundation, where joy is constant, and where your heart can breathe freely. The peace I offer is not the peace of the world, which depends on circumstances, but a deep peace that remains steady even in life's storms. I am your safe shelter, your refuge. Comment, my soul rests in the peace that only God can give. Son, the tears you have shed were necessary for your purification, for your preparation. They were not in vain, and I have seen every silent tear, every moment of pain you thought no one noticed. But I noticed, because I am your loving Father, and my compassion is infinite. Today, I am rebuilding what was broken, healing the wounds, restoring the hurt parts of your heart. You will no longer need to sleep drowned in tears or wake up struggling to go on. I am your safe harbor and promise to lead you to places where the air is light, where your soul can breathe and flourish. The house I am building inside you is made of faith, strength, and trust. Every brick was placed with love, and this work will never be destroyed. Comment, God is my refuge and my fortress. I know you face battles, I know the storms that try to knock you down, but remember that your heart dwells in peace because my presence is with you. The enemy may try to bring the weight of suffering again, but he no longer has a place to stay because I removed everything that could bind you to the past. I am with you to strengthen you, to lift you when you fall, and to guide your steps. Even if the path seems difficult, even if the journey seems long, I am the light that illuminates your steps and the strength that keeps you steady. Do not fear, for you do not walk alone. I am your God, your Father, and your faithful friend. The new time is yours, and the new life I prepare for you is abundant. Comment, I trust the Lord, my protector and guide. Beloved son, do not forget that this process requires your daily surrender. Transformation is not magic but the fruit of your decision to let me work in you. It is necessary to abandon the old so the new can flourish. It is time to say yes to change, yes to healing, yes to the life I offer you. Your heart is being shaped, your mind renewed, your spirit strengthened. Stay with me because together we will build this new home where joy, hope, and true peace dwell. I have never abandoned you and never will. I am with you in every step, in every tear, in every smile. Trust, for I lead you with eternal love. Now, son, hear my voice and feel my presence within you. This place I prepared is not just a destination, it is your new reality. The peace I desire for you goes beyond human understanding. It is the peace that sustains even amidst struggles. I call you to dwell in this sacred space, where your purpose will be revealed, where your soul will find rest, and your life will overflow with blessings. Open your heart, receive the new, let me transform your story. Do not be held back by fear or doubt, for I am greater than all of that. I am the God who loves you and calls you to a full, abundant life filled with light. My dear child, the peace that now reaches you is not just any peace, it is my deep peace, the peace that surpasses all human understanding. It is a peace that not only calms your mind but frees your soul from the chains that have held you captive for so long. There is no place in my kingdom for those who still carry the weight of the past. Look ahead, toward the horizon of your new path, because the past that hurt you, that held you back, that made you doubt yourself, no longer has power over you. I invite you to release before me all that has been holding you back, fears, sorrows, insecurities, and all the memories that keep pulling you backward. I know some of these chains seem like affections, bonds you thought precious, but in truth, they have been prisons that made you smaller. It is time to set yourself free, because you cannot enter new life while still clinging to the old that no longer serves you. Just like the cycle of nature that sheds what has fulfilled its time to make room for what blooms, you too must let go in order to be reborn. I do not ask you to abandon what you love without first preparing something far greater for you, something that will make you fly higher than you ever imagined. Comment, I trust in God's peace that frees me from the past. Remember the story of my servant Abraham, who loved his son Isaac more than anything, but when I asked him to offer him, he obeyed, even without fully understanding why. He understood that loving the present was less important than trusting the greater purpose I had for him. You too, my child, must learn to trust me with an open heart, even when surrender feels painful. Letting go is not losing, it is making space for my peace, for my presence, for all that I am already preparing for you. What holds you now may seem indispensable, but in reality, it binds you and keeps you from receiving what is reserved for your life. I want you to release those tired hands, to let fall the burdens that steal your smile and hope, because only with empty hands can I place my promises in yours. I know surrender hurts, but I assure you, holding on to what destroys you hurts even more. Trust me, because where I am, there is freedom and abundant life. The emptiness you feel when you let go is not abandonment, it is preparation for the new that is coming, for the miracle I will perform in your heart and your story. Comment, I trust in God's love that sustains me through change. At this moment, my child, I see the fear that circles your heart. The unknown frightens. It is natural to feel apprehension before what you cannot see or control. But remember, I am the light on your uncertain path, the constant guide who never fails. Just as I asked Abraham to leave his land without knowing the destination, I ask you to trust and obey, even if your heart doubts or your spirit hesitates. The step of faith is the greatest leap, and though it may seem like a fall, I am always with you to catch you. Do not allow the voices of fear and doubt to drown out the voice of my Spirit whispering in your heart. There will be those who criticize your new direction, who doubt your courage, but I know what lies beyond the curve your eyes cannot yet see. What awaits you is much greater than all you left behind. Do not fear uncertainty, for in it I am working to shape you and fulfill my purposes in you. Security is not found in predictability, but in my constant and unshakable presence. As you move forward on this path, my child, you will notice how life begins to flow with more lightness and beauty. Every step taken in faith prepares the ground for an abundant harvest, even if you do not yet see all the fruits. Transformation is a process, and patience is your ally along this journey. When it seems nothing has changed, remember that in the unseen my Spirit is working, aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities for your good. What appears empty will be filled with blessings greater than your mind can imagine. Your waiting is not in vain, it is a sacred time of preparation and strengthening. Therefore, do not be discouraged by difficulties, nor let despair overcome you. Your faithfulness to the process shows your trust in me, and I will not abandon you. When you least expect it, the new will bloom in your life with splendor, showing that it was worth letting go of the old and believing in the impossible. Remember, my child, that the love you have for me must be greater than attachment to anything earthly, even if it once was important in the past. True love is detached, it is free, it can let go to receive the best. Do not fear apparent loss, for behind it is my hand ready to offer you infinitely more. Your surrender is not abandonment, it is an act of courage and trust in the plan I have laid out for you. Trust in divine timing, in the right moment for each thing, and walk with me with an open heart. I am your refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. In changes, even the most difficult ones, I am with you, sustaining you with my unchanging love and incomparable strength. Nothing can separate you from my peace that surpasses all understanding. Now, beloved child, look to the horizon with hope and courage. The new is coming, and with it, the fulfillment of your deepest dreams. What you left behind was only preparation for you to grow and bloom fully. I am with you in every step, every decision, every moment of doubt and faith. Trust in my constant care, in my faithfulness that never fails. Move forward, because your journey is blessed, and I have plans of peace, prosperity, and joy for your life. Do not fear the unknown, for I have already prepared it for you. The future is promising, and my light will never fade upon you. Rest in me, surrender your way, and see how my grace wonderfully manifests in your story. My dear child, you walk with determination, your heart steadfast, because nothing can stop the work I have begun in you. It does not matter who tries to block your path, nor the weight of the past, nor the words that have been spoken against you. I say with authority, no one can stop the plan I have for your life. Remember what is written, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. Just as I promised, the change you declared is already in motion. When I say I will change your story, no force can stand against it. My hands move the impossible, doors open, walls fall, hardened hearts break, and invisible structures are transformed. I invite you to rest in me as I work on your behalf. Comment, no one can stop God's plan in my life. Some may have underestimated you, looked at your condition and thought there was no hope, but I specialize in lifting up the fallen. It doesn't matter who is against you or the circumstances surrounding you. What determines your future is my hand, my will. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise him. Psalm 28 verse 7. I raise up those I choose, and you are one I am restoring. Even when the world sees you lost, I guide you on the paths of life, and those who saw you on the ground will witness your victory. You are a living testimony of my transforming grace. Do not stop now, do not turn back, listen to my voice, not the voices that want to confuse you. My voice brings life and transformation. Comment, God is my strength. I will rise again. Remember that dream that seemed impossible? I am opening doors where there were only walls, turning deserts into fertile gardens, giving life where all said there was none left. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19. Your new season has come, bringing joy, hope, and renewed faith. I have already moved into you, and now it's your turn to walk with me, with confidence and courage. But to do this, you must let go of what weighs you down. I see the burdens you carry in your soul, the old wounds you kept secret, the guilt that haunts you at night, the words that cut deeply and still echo inside. Comment, my life is in God's hands. My spirit feels the new that is coming. I know your traumas, the disappointments that hardened your heart, the fears that paralyze you. I love you too much to let you continue like this, tired and crushed by it all. I have prepared for you a place of peace and lightness, where you will finally be able to breathe freely. But for this to happen, you must give me these burdens. Many of them are not yours to carry. They are not your fault or responsibility. I am here to lift your load, to remove the emotional, spiritual, and even physical weight that has held you back for too long. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7. Allow me to take what oppresses you and make you feel lighter, freer, more whole. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. When I begin to act, those around you will notice a difference, but they will not be able to explain what changed, because only those who live the transformation with heaven know what it means to be healed from the inside out. The place where you live will no longer be just a physical space but an environment where your soul breathes in peace, a refuge where no one can steal the serenity I will give you. But before receiving this blessing, trust me with your burdens, give me your loads. I want to cleanse your inner space to fill your life with my presence. Comment, I want to breathe in peace. Your spirit longs for this place of true rest, a home for your soul where you no longer need to survive but will begin to live fully. I have a secret for you. You are about to enter a place where your soul will truly breathe. For too long you have been merely surviving, with air in your lungs but no life in your heart. On the outside, you kept up appearances, but inside you were consumed by routine, pain, and invisible pressures crushing you. I know you completely. I know the exhaustion that never fades, the anguish without cause, the constant feeling of running but not moving forward. I am changing your inner direction to lead you to a place where your spirit's breath will be full. Comment, I am ready to receive the peace that comes from God. In this place I promise, you will no longer need to hide your true self or wear masks to please others. It will be a place of spiritual freedom, where your spirit aligns with mine, and pressures lose their strength before my presence that fills every space. A place where you will awaken with purpose, smile without pretense, and look in the mirror knowing you are blooming. It is not an illusion, it is my promise to you. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Comment, God strengthens and upholds me. If you keep listening to my voice, you will discover that this place is closer than you think. The transformation you seek has already begun inside you, and I will not let you return to what once enslaved you. Before you enter this new environment, you must learn to recognize my constant presence in your life, because in it you will find true peace and rest. I do not ask you to carry burdens that are not yours nor to face battles alone. Trust me and hand over all that weighs you down, for I am your shepherd, and you shall lack nothing. Comment, I trust in God's presence that guides and protects me. Now prepare to walk with renewed faith, joy, and hope, knowing that I have already moved into you. Now it is your turn to advance, to release what holds you back, and embrace the new life I offer. Do not fear the unknown, for I am with you every step of the way. Your past no longer defines your future because I am writing a new story, a story of victory, restoration, and true peace. Trust in my power and faithfulness. I am your strength and your help. Comment, I am renewed by God's strength. In this place I promise, You will no longer need to hide your true self or wear masks to please others. It will be a place of spiritual freedom, where your spirit aligns with mine, and pressures lose their strength before my presence that fills every space. A place where you will awaken with purpose, smile without pretense, and look in the mirror knowing you are blooming. It is not an illusion, it is my promise to you. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Comment: God strengthens and upholds me. If you keep listening to my voice, you will discover that this place is closer than you think. The transformation you seek has already begun inside you, and I will not let you return to what once enslaved you. Before you enter this new environment, you must learn to recognize my constant presence in your life, because in it you will find true peace and rest. I do not ask you to carry burdens that are not yours nor to face battles alone. Trust me and hand over all that weighs you down, for I am your shepherd, and you shall lack nothing. Comment: I trust in God's presence that guides and protects me. Now prepare to walk with renewed faith, joy, and hope, knowing that I have already moved into you. Now it is your turn to advance, to release what holds you back, and embrace the new life I offer. Do not fear the unknown, for I am with you every step of the way. Your past no longer defines your future because I am writing a new story, a story of victory, restoration, and true peace. Trust in my power and faithfulness. I am your strength and your help. Comment: I am renewed by God's strength. My dear son, your new direction is not made only of walls, floors, or physical places. What I am shaping for you is a spiritual environment, a space where my presence dwells and where your soul can breathe freely. When you put me at the center of your life, when I am the owner of your house, when your heart opens to me, that house becomes a true home, a place of permanent peace. It is not just physical comfort that I give you, but a deep breath that goes beyond your lungs. It is the breath of the soul that knows it will never be alone. I want you to learn to walk without fear, to rest without torment, to awaken without guilt, because your soul will find safe rest with me. The place where your soul breathes will also be the place where your mission will flourish, for I do not send you to live a life of vanity or luxury, but to fulfill a greater purpose, a plan I wrote for you before you were born. Comment: I trust in the peace God gives me. He is my fortress. Remember Joseph, sold and wronged, imprisoned and forgotten, but to whom I gave a great mission that went far beyond his own story. He was not promoted for his own benefit but to save an entire nation. Just like him, you were called for something greater than your sufferings or your falls. Do not confuse the promise I put before you with a promotion to show off to the world. What you are living through is the preparation to fulfill my eternal plan. Some will see your change and say it was luck, others will say someone helped you for their own interest, but you will know the truth. It was my hand working, it was my purpose being fulfilled. Your challenges were not in vain. They shaped you to be an instrument of transformation and light for those who still live in despair and doubt. Comment: my faith is strong because God is guiding my steps. Before you manifest any external change, I need your faith to be renewed, your trust in me to change direction. The old faith, the one that hesitates, fears, and clings to the past, cannot sustain the new that I have prepared for you. I want you to have a faith that walks even when everything around seems silent, that believes without seeing, that waits with joy even amid difficulties. I know many voices try to shake your confidence, that fear and doubt want to trap your mind and paralyze your heart, but I am here to take you to a spiritual place where your faith will be unshakable. Like the woman with the issue of blood who touched the hem of my garment, it was not the touch that worked the miracle, but the change in her faith. I want that faith in you, a courageous, strong faith that blooms even in life's deserts. Comment, I renew my faith and give my fears to God. Son, not everyone around you will be ready to walk with you on this new journey. Some relationships will have to be left behind, not as punishment, but as preparation for what is to come. Often true love requires us to move away from what binds us to the past, from what stops our walk forward. This distancing will be an act of liberation, an opening of space for the new I prepare in your heart and life. Trust me to do this movement with love and care, for what seems like pain now will be the freedom you have never experienced. Write this in your thoughts. Lord, I distance myself from everything that holds me back and stops me from advancing. Thus, your faith will grow in fertile soil, and your soul will find the strength to go forward with renewed confidence. Do not fear the processes that seem difficult, for they are necessary to shape you and prepare you for your mission. What many see as losses are actually cleansings that bring you closer to my purpose for your life. Every step you take away from what limits you is a step toward true freedom. I am with you every moment, holding your hand and guiding your steps. The faith that dwells in you will be the light that illuminates the path not only for you but for many who will need to see the transformation that only I can make. The promise I give you is of abundant life, a life of fullness that goes beyond circumstances. Walk with me, and you will see the difference of what it is to live in me, with a faith that is unshakable, that does not fear, that believes. Now, son, it is time to prepare your spirit for what is to come. A new season is opening before you, and your soul needs to be firm, anchored in me. Learn to hear my voice amid silence, to trust even when you do not understand, to wait with joy even though the world around seems to collapse. I am preparing a new environment, a fertile soil for your faith to grow and flourish. Do not allow doubts and fears to steal the peace I offer you. Remember that you are a beloved son, chosen to bring light where there is darkness. With this renewed faith, you will go forward, transformed and strengthened, ready to fulfill the mission I gave you, knowing that I am with you always. Comment, I am a beloved son, and God prepares my way. I know you have a tender, loving heart and that you don't like goodbyes or breakups. You always want to save, keep, and carry close those you love, but the time has come to understand that to grow, you need to prune. Just as a tree needs to be cut back to grow stronger and bear abundant fruit, you too need to let go of what no longer serves you, what slows your step and confuses your spirit. Many people have been by your side during specific seasons of your life, companions, friends, even family members who, for a time, fulfilled a mission to help you get this far. However, some of these relationships have now become obstacles that prevent you from moving forward freely. What once propelled and strengthened you now holds you back and weighs you down. It is time to let go, even if it hurts, even if you don't fully understand now. When I, your father, begin to make space in your life, sometimes I temporarily remove people who do not recognize my will, who do not resonate with the frequency of your destiny. I do not do this to hurt you, but to protect you from influences that could contaminate the plan I have for you. And so, my son, I ask you to write these words on your heart and soul. Father, remove what I no longer need. Trust, for these removals are not rejections but loving protection so that you do not carry bonds that suffocate instead of strengthen you. There are those who want you, but do not understand you. There are those who accompany you, but unknowingly drag you down. That is why what now seems like emptiness and loneliness is actually a sacred space I prepare to fill with new hearts, souls, and companions. New people, aligned with my will and your calling, will come to walk by your side with living faith, clear vision, and genuine love. You will no longer have to fight alone, because I am making a way so you will never lack someone to lift you up, encourage you, and walk with you in the right direction. It is natural to feel the pain of those left behind, to ask fearfully and doubtfully, did someone stay for me? Was I forgotten, abandoned? But I tell you, my son, you are neither forgotten nor abandoned. I have kept you in secret, hidden with my mighty hand, not as punishment, but as strategy so you would not be exposed before your time, so you would be ready when I revealed you. You are too precious for me to expose you before the exact moment. Like a jeweler who does not show the stone until it is polished, I have cared for you, teaching you to walk firmly while others rushed noisily, demanding attention. I taught you the value of silence, patience, and structure, because what I have prepared for you requires depth, stability, and maturity. My son, do not compare yourself with others. Each person has their own time, and your time has come. This moment is not to shine out of vanity or pride, but to illuminate because of destiny, to fulfill the mission entrusted to you. And this mission is much greater than appearances, greater than seeking attention. It is about giving answers, being a beacon for those who truly need your light, walking with purpose and peace. And when you reach this point, doors that once seemed locked will open effortlessly. Voices that once ignored you will seek to hear you. Everything will happen with balance and direction, because now your heart understands that what matters is not to be seen, but to be used for what I have prepared. Write, my son, on your spirit, my moment has come. It is not a moment of superficial exposure, but of deep revelation, of harvesting what was planted with love and care. You were prepared for this moment with every tear, every weight, every pain you endured. Yes, my son, the waiting had a purpose. I know that at times you were impatient. You asked why it took so long, why others advanced while you seemed stuck. You prayed, cried, pleaded, and the yes did not come. But that waiting was not in vain. I did not give you everything immediately because I wanted to build a solid foundation in you. Because what I am accomplishing is grand and requires firmness to withstand storms. There will no longer be time for doubts or insecurities. It is time to walk carefully, aware of what you leave behind and what now stands before you. Letting go is not losing. It is gaining freedom to embrace what is greater, what is eternal. If you had let go of everything before being ready, you could have lost yourself, wasted what is essential on things that pass away. But my love for you is so great that I did not allow that to happen. I reserved you for the right time, for the exact hour of your harvest. This is the moment of trust and total surrender. The trust that, even behind closed doors, I am working behind the scenes to open paths of light so that you may move forward without fear. And the surrender that, even if you feel the absence of old companions, they have neither been forgotten nor rejected, they simply are not part of your current destiny. Write in your heart, my son, Lord, open my path. I am the one who accompanies you with love so that you no longer suffer. Allow me to guide your steps with love and wisdom, because you are not alone. Recognize that this stage is a preparation for the fullness that comes after. It is a transition between who you were and who you are destined to be. It is a necessary pruning so that you may bloom in all your fullness, so that your calling may manifest in all its splendor. Do not fear what you leave behind, for I am with you in the direction you are going. In every loss, in every farewell, there is a hidden blessing. And my promise to you is that while some move away, others will come, with hearts ready to walk with you in my will, with faith and love. Trust, my son, for your destiny is great, it is divine, it is eternal. Stand firm, for I am your Father, your guardian, and your guide, and nothing can stop the plan I have for your life. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.